everybody, Bourbon Country Mom. Good evening. It is Wednesday at 6:35. I'm just now getting home, getting ready to cook some dinner. Worked late again today. We're gonna have some hot dogs and mac and cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of my stuff together and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so we've got the pot of water for our Kraft mac and cheese, original flavor, because everyone in my family is super weird and doesn't like any other mac and cheese with that one. And then we've got our pot with our hot dogs in it. We just have Conn's hot dogs. And let's see, we can't seem to find a hot dog bun that Mark enjoys, so we're gonna try these Nature's Own butter buns and see how these turn out. They look good, they're nice and soft, so we'll see how they turn out. We will check back in when we're ready for dinner. All right, so we didn't try one of the other porters yesterday, so we're gonna go ahead and try another one that I purchased the other day. This one is from Founders Brewing Company. It's porter and it says dark, rich, and sexy. So it sounds good to me. Let's see. Pours silky black with a creamy tan head. The nose is sweet with strong chocolate and caramel malt presence. No absence of hops gives Founders robust porter the full flavor you deserve and expect. Cozy like velvet, it's a lover, not a fighter. So here's the label. It's like an old vintage picture. And I already took the lid off, or the cap off, or whatever it's called, before I started today, so that way I don't have to do it and pause you guys. So let's see how this one is. It smells like any other beer. I don't ever smell anything different when I smell any type of beer, so let's see. It's not bad. The one I had the other day, the vanilla Java porter, that one was really good. This one's all right. It definitely has, let's see. I don't know about chocolate and caramel presence. I obviously get like the coffee flavor from it. I'm gonna try to pour this in my glass here. I've got a Hootie pole glass called Hootie around here. 14K brewery run. I've never heard of that before. See if I can't get all of this poured in a glass since I don't have it tilted. And get in as much as I can. Got the mac and cheese boiling behind me and the hot dogs going. So here, it has a huge head on it, but at least it'll show you. It does, like the description, it looks exactly like that when you pour it. It looks almost black with a tan head on it. So we'll let that go down and I'll try that, and then let's see what we got going on over here. We've got the mac and cheese boiling, or the noodles, waiting for the hot dogs to boil since I just turned them up. We're gonna finish cooking. I've got Princess Elsa listening to her little readers in there, and Mark's watching Gotham. Might see about trying to catch up on Shark Week since we didn't watch anything from Shark Week last night. Might see about trying to catch up on a couple of those shows. I still need to get some unpacking done from our trip since, you know, we're a week and a half back into reality and I still haven't finished unpacking. So check back in with you guys when everything's ready to go. All right, so here's the finished product. I went ahead and took the messed up bun that was falling apart. I love ketchup on my mac and cheese. One cut up. I've got some milk and my beer. Weird combination, but I can't drink beer with food, so that's sitting for when I'm finished. All right, so we just watched from Sunday the Shark After Dark. Shark After Dark is basically like an after show where they were reviewing the Michael Phelps versus the Great White Shark. Actor Tony Hale was on there, and one of the guys that's actually on the camera crew in the Michael Phelps one was actually there as well. It was really funny. Tony Hale's hilarious. So literally Shark After Dark is like equivalent to like The Talking Dead, the little show where they sit down and talk after the show. Is pretty much what it's like. Now we're gonna catch up on Monday shows. So right now we're gonna watch the Return of the Isle of Jaws? Return to the Isle of Jaws, I think is what it's called. yeah, Return to the Isle of Jaws. So we're gonna go ahead and catch this one, and I already freaked out from the preview because the sharks are getting crazy and the people aren't in a cage. So we'll take a look at this one.
We would look forward to that new one coming back home from the hospital.
All right, so a little bit of change of plans for tonight. We're starting to watch Return to the Isle of Jaws. When I had my husband look at one of our iPads, because I noticed something was wrong with it this morning before we left for work. Come to find out, our 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old, almost 3-year-old, I don't know if she put the password in wrong too many times or what, but she basically has locked it out to the point of like no return. And of course the iPad, I mean, we purchased it 3 years ago, and we couldn't remember the Apple ID for anything. So we basically, for like the past 2 hours, my husband's been trying to, like, on the phone with Apple, trying to figure out what the Apple ID was. Shout out to the first guy he talked to, he was helpful, and then I think the second guy he talked to was Paul, and we finally figured it out, thankfully. During that time, I was just spending time with Emma, trying to help figure out what it was, but I wasn't involved in the making of the Apple ID for that particular iPad, so I had no idea what we were even trying to figure out. I watched a little bit of Counting On, which you'll see in a clip, in the previous clip, and drank a glass of wine and finished my porter. The porter was good. I still think, though, out of the ones that I've had so far, that the vanilla Java porter was probably my favorite so far out of the ones that I got from the store. So it's 10:46, and I really have to be at work early tomorrow for some large escalated stuff that's going on. So I'm gonna head to bed and get some sleep, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and cheers.